Here was a beautiful young woman, yet everyone called her the cruel woman and the devil.
And I wonder, how can I be all these different things at once?
Her name was Grace.
Theme is that I am a celebrated murderess, or that is what has been written down.
At the time, she appeared to be only around 15 years old. Grace was once considered one of the most notorious female criminals in Canadian history.
Murderess is a strong word to have attached to you.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
But how did she become that way?
They thought you could find answers.
Can you tell me what it is?
At the age of 16, Grace was sentenced to life in prison for the murders of Thomas Kinnear, the man who had employed her, and Nancy Montgomery, his housekeeper and lover.
She claimed to have seen McDermott.
What was particularly notable was that McDermott, who was identified as Grace's accomplice, was sentenced to death and executed. Grace, on the other hand, received only a life sentence because many details of the case remained uncertain and she was still very young.
I thought...
You're a doctor's whore now, aren't you?
There are a great number of us, especially those of us on the committee to pardon Grace Marks, who are anxious to see Grace released as soon as possible.
Fortunately, many years later, a number of people began campaigning for her pardon.
When can our committee expect to see a report?
He said it was better to get it done with.
After spending a long time behind bars, Grace was finally given a chance to have her release considered.
Would it be possible to persuade them to allow her back into the house? I could meet with her there.
I shall try.
Dr. Jordan, a psychiatrist, was asked by Grace's supporters to evaluate her mental condition. And so, he came to meet her in person.
Say to yourself.
What did you discover today?
However, Grace had painful memories associated with doctors.
I've not talked
Everything she had endured in the psychiatric hospital and in prison had caused her to close her heart completely.
Does that make you think of, Grace?
Why is it that women have chosen to sew such flags?
Even so, Jordan continued trying to reassure her and approach her with genuine sincerity.
Can you tell me what this is, Grace?
It's a beat.
And does it remind you of anything?
Grace had lost all memory of the day the murders took place. Because of this, Jordan decided to use a different method to help her recover the memories that had been buried deep within her
Or
mind.
if I don't wish to, I needn't say anything at all. People want a guilty person.
Well,
Murderess is not an everyday thing. That's why it was the death sentence and then the life sentence.
let us begin at the beginning.
Beginning of what, sir?
The beginning of your life.
I did indeed come from the north of Ireland. We left Ireland with little warning.
Grace was originally from Ireland. When she was still a child, she boarded a ship with her family and immigrated to Canada. But during the journey to Canada, Grace's mother died from illness. The remaining members of the family were forced to put their grief aside. And eventually, they arrived in Canada.
Get the bloody breakfast on, you lazy witch!
There, Grace was frequently abused by her violent father. After her mother's death, she was forced to take her place, carrying the responsibility of caring for the family while struggling to survive in poverty. And so, Grace took on all the household duties and struggled to keep her entire family alive. Then one day, Grace's father suddenly threw her out of the house.
You shouldn't stand here.
After that, she found work as a servant for a wealthy family in Toronto.
And make sure that there are 4 bottles of good claret.
There, Grace met Mary, another maid in the household, who warmly welcomed her.
Mrs. Honey, cook, this is Grace Marks. Now I'll show you to your bed, which is the same as mine.
Mary told Grace all kinds of stories and helped her quickly adjust to her new surroundings.
I expect one of you to notice it.
During the happiest moments of Grace's life, Mary was always by her side. Mary also gave Grace plenty of advice.
Who shall we marry?
It is a J.
Grace, you will marry Jeremiah. He's the peddler who's coming tomorrow. He is handsome.
Who's that? It is Jeremiah!
Most importantly, she repeatedly warned her to be extremely careful around the spoiled sons of wealthy families. And then, one of those wealthy young men actually appeared.
Mary. Oh no, Mary, please. No! Please don't scare me like that ever again.
I'm George Parkinson.
Grace Marks, sir.
His name was George Parkinson. Even the sound of his name seemed to carry a sense of foreboding. From that moment on, an unexpected tragedy began to unfold.
You should have saved it for yourself. I've never seen anything like it. Go on, open yours.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. She gave it to me just before she died, and I want you to have it.
During the Christmas party, while Grace and Mary were serving at the dining table, George began flirting with Mary.
This is the best thing for the lumbago if you put it on the spot. I'll take it to him.
From that day forward, Mary started paying special attention to George.
George?
I won't have you fraternizing with the servants when you're here.
Oh, Mother, I'm not that ill anymore.
Mary, slow down.
I'm in a hurry.
Why?
At the same time, she gradually became very different from the person she had once been.
Come and get me, Mary.
There's much to be done, Grace.
Is there some trouble now?
I do not know where you are getting such ideas.
Grace realized that something had happened to Mary and began to worry about her.
I believe you're in great need of confiding in someone.
He promised to marry me.
Who, Mary?
Eventually, Mary told Grace everything. Grace genuinely wanted to help her and offered advice in her own way.
You must try one last time.
He gave me $5. He said I wouldn't catch him this way.
Unfortunately, the man involved was neither kind nor responsible.
I should just go and drown myself.
Where are we going, Mary?
There's a doctor here who helps whores when they need it.
In what way might he help you?
Soon I may be dead.
Don't go to this doctor.
I must.
With nowhere else to turn, Mary decided to have an abortion.
What happened?
He took a knife to me and he cut something inside. He said there will be pain and bleeding, but after that all will be right again.
The thing he had cut out of her was, of course, her baby.
Grace,
Yes.
I'm so very angry. She gave it to me just before she died. You are my dearest friend.
Tragically, she lost her life during the procedure.
She said she would be better in the morning. I did not know she was going to die.
Let me in.
Mary's death left Grace deeply traumatized, and she soon began showing signs of mental instability.
Grace, where am I? Where's Grace?
You are Grace, my dear. Grace.
At one point, Grace even claimed that she was Mary herself.
Excuse me, Mother. Grace.
Through Grace's strange behavior, Mrs. Parkinson, the mistress of the house, realized that the person who had gotten Mary pregnant was George, her own son, whom she had never been able to control. Afraid that the truth would come to light, Mrs. Parkinson promised Grace that if she kept silent, she would help her find a better paying position as a servant in another household.
Grace, open the door.
Meanwhile, George showed no remorse whatsoever. He even took the opportunity to approach Grace and make improper advances toward her.
Oh, Nancy, this is Grace.
Then one day, Grace met Nancy. Nancy was Kinnear's housekeeper, but unlike an ordinary servant, she always dressed with remarkable elegance and sophistication.
I will pay you $3 a month. Here's some money for you to take the coach to Richmond Hill tomorrow.
Nancy offered Grace a job in Kinnear's household and promised to pay her more than she was currently
You heard
earning.
any harm spoken of Mr. Kinnear?
Would your name be Grace Marks?
Yes.
Is this man a friend of yours?
No, he is not.
She's a whore.
And so, Grace moved into Kinnear's home to work. After spending so much time around the disgusting George, Grace's spirits immediately lifted when she met a refined and handsome gentleman like Kinnear.
Mr. Kinnear's old dog Fancy died. There's a trapdoor under here.
I thought it was an odd place.
However, once she actually arrived at Kinnear's house, Grace noticed that Nancy's clothing and behavior were nothing like those of an ordinary housekeeper.
I did think it unusual for a housekeeper to be learning the piano.
He can suit himself and welcome. It's a smile or the open road for him. Or more likely the bottom of a ditch. did not clean my shoes properly this morning. Watch yourself.
That was also why Nancy and McDermott, another servant working in Kinnear's household, did not get along very well.
Good morning. Mr. Kinnear will take his upstairs. I will take it up.
No matter how one looked at it, Nancy's authority and position in the house were far too unusual for someone who was supposedly just a housekeeper. Grace, however, did not pay much attention to it.
Thank you, Grace.
Would you want one for your breakfast? What is this picture of?
You're not here to argue about paintings, but to clean the room.
In the morning, too.
It is nothing for you to be bothered by.
The story is in the Apocrypha.
What might that be?
You're very curious for such a young person.
Kinnear often treated Grace with kindness and warmth, which made Nancy extremely uncomfortable.
Please mind that does not happen again.
Don't think I don't know what you've been up to.
Nancy began to see Grace as a threat, and the two women frequently came into conflict.
Why are you crying?
I wish she was dead.
I will soon make you think better of me.
Now you will have to be punished.
It might have happened.
You're both to leave tomorrow. I'll pay your wages until now. Now, I've had enough of your face. I'll be glad when you're gone.
She wanted me out of the way and gone before Mr. Kinnear came home.
What did you do then?
I'm gonna kill Nancy with the axe. I'm gonna shoot Mr. Kinnear when he comes back and take the valuables. You'll help me if you know what's good for you.
Did you believe McDermott would do as he said?
I had a strong feeling as if it was fated.
I am gonna kill Nancy tonight while she is asleep.
Nancy McDermott wants to kill you.
I should imagine he does.
He's in earnest.
What did you say?
After listening to Grace recount her past, Jordan suddenly asked her a question. The reason was that Grace's version of events differed greatly from the testimony McDermott had given, which Jordan had previously read.
He says Grace was very jealous.
What is she better than us? That she is to be treated like a lady and eat and drink of the best? She's not better born than we are, or better educated.
This is a different story than the one you told me.
Smell this. Isn't it lovely?
McDermott claimed that Grace had been jealous of Nancy. Grace, on the other hand, insisted that Nancy was the one who had constantly made things difficult for her and treated her cruelly.
You shall leave at the end of the month. Now go take care of the horse unless you consider such a thing to be too far beneath your royal highness.
I don't care to stay a moment longer with such a parcel of whores. Do you not know that Nancy and Mr. Kinnear sleep together?
One day, while feeling resentful toward Nancy, McDermott secretly told Grace that Nancy and Kinnear were involved in an improper relationship. And sure enough, Grace often saw Nancy and Kinnear spending time together.
Being older, I'm the mistress of that.
Grace, nothing is ever good enough for you.
From that point on, Grace began revealing a completely different side of herself. Nancy was deeply confused when Grace suddenly lost her temper and reacted so fiercely.
Nancy plans to turn me away before the month is up.
And while the situation was already tense enough, McDermott continued to add fuel to the fire.
I thought this was just a way of talking, so he was always a boaster.
Before he was hanged, McDermott said that you were the one that put him up to it. To murder Nancy and Mr. Kinnear by putting poison in their porridge, and that he repeatedly refused to help you.
You're such a coward.
To be a part of it.
It's written in McDermott's confession.
However, the longer the counseling sessions continued, the more Jordan realized that Grace's account and McDermott's testimony contained an increasing number of contradictions. This video serves as an introduction based on the events from the beginning of the Netflix series Alias Grace through the first few episodes of its first season. In fact, Alias Grace was adapted from Margaret Atwood's historical novel, which was inspired by the true story of Grace Marks, one of the most notorious female criminals in Canadian history. Perhaps because the subject was so shocking and intriguing, Netflix quickly became involved as a co-producer of the television series. In any case, after watching the show, I not only found the ending incredibly fascinating, but also felt that Grace's life was truly tragic. Set in the 19th century, the story follows a poor and powerless young woman who is forced to endure countless hardships. Grace's beauty could have been considered a gift, yet it was also because of that beauty that she was exposed to so many filthy and horrifying things. Things that stood in complete contrast to her lovely appearance. After witnessing everything she went through, a line Grace once spoke during one of her counseling sessions felt even more meaningful to me. Overall, although the series can sometimes feel slow and quiet, Its compelling subject matter and the actors' outstanding performances transform that slower pace into a unique kind of appeal. It is the kind of series that can completely draw viewers into its world. By the way, for those of you who have finished the entire series, what did you think of the ending? I have come up with my own interpretation, but I am still very curious to hear everyone else's thoughts. In any case, thank you all so much for watching and enjoying today's video. And since you are already here, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you.
You were feeling drowsy, down as if through water. Grace, can you still hear me?
Ask her whether she had relations with James McDermott.
I would meet him outside in the yard and let him kiss me and touch me.
If you're looking forward to the ending, comment OK below.